Hello guys, PowerOpera Gaming here, and we are playing PowerOpera Gaming Chapter 4, Part 16. So we're gonna go to Siren of the Lake. A siren is a monster that has the body of a bird, the face of a woman, a beautiful voice. Oh wow. I'm not gonna imagine what does that look like, so no, I'm not gonna do that. Give me back my Christine, Mrs. Derek. It will be all your fault if I can't save Christine. 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 Aaron, I'll be sure to. He's crying. Poor Ryan. Tell a story. You're the one who traded along. Now you're blaming me. Yeah. So. Are you alright? Could go away. I can't trust you anymore. If only you had taken better care of Eric, Christine would have been safe. Is it possible that Aaron would get you out of here if he knew you were trapped in there? You're the one who helped me escape the circus and Paris after all. I don't think he rescued me if he knew I was in here with you. Besides, I already owe him my life, and I can't be sure if he will save my life a second time. You own him? Does that mean we can't get out of here? 9 years ago, it was when this opera house had just opened to the public. Well, I have nothing else to say, so. It was after August 1871 when the smell of blood and sound of violin had followed summoned from Paris and the chilling wind of a mountain carried the street instead. And Martin Herod, the conductor of the opera house, was living with the concert was delayed by great once the curtain was apart. While trying to make a new setting him in life for himself in Paris, Herod paid a visit to the opera house when it opened to the public. When did they first meant to use on their ballets? It's like to be the most outstanding character. I should ask them about it later. That is quite a bold decoration. But that pellet though, seeing something that made it sit my career so much. Wow. Great pellet, giant pellet. Oh, I wonder what time they used to Curtis. I'll give it a knock when nobody's watching. Tap, tap, tap. What? Why does this pellet sound solid? I'll try knocking it down. I'll try knocking on it again with my ear against it. The genius of air is such grand yet hollow pyramids. To woo fools everyone with such engineering. There's only one person I know who is captain of this. Aaron, I heard you are to France. Are you here enjoying yourself in this opera house? Excuse me, sir. Oh, fireman? What is it? Someone asked me to pass this on to you. Did you see who it was? How did they know who I am? I didn't get a good look at his face, was covered by his hat and coat. He describes how you would be dressed. I'll be on my way since I done as I was asked. Dear friend, can rooftop key joy. It says Columbus winning broken fans. To my dear friend, what an awesome, what an amazing concert, and don't you think? I have no clue that you'll be here. Please excuse my terrible handwriting. I was reading with this paper put on the wall. In any case, I'm still having trouble getting used to friends. I fear I could impress myself doing reading, so let us meet someplace remote where would be a good location. The rooftop of the theater is still under construction. Can you meet me there? I believe you need a key to open the door to the roof. I don't think you can imagine what a joy it is to see you again in this far land, my dear girlfriend. P.S. Don't worry about how I get there. Just go get yourself a key. It's Erik. So it was really Erik. It's Erik. Did he see me here? Why wouldn't he report me directly? Since he's not quite in France yet. In any case, I will need to assist of a member of the opera house staff to get to the rooftop. I'm sure the door to the rooftop is locked because of the constructor. So we need to go get a key. Worker. Where's the collecting manager? Excuse me, is there a collecting taking place on the rooftop? There is. You're not thinking about going up there, are you? As a matter of fact, I am. I'm afraid that's not possible. We're only just finishing the construction work up there, so it's dangerous. That isn't gonna stop me, of course. Lie will be a bad idea. We'll just make a little small talk. Are you getting your right on time, friendly? No, sir. Life is difficult as ever. My we're not a month overdue. My parent is going to run out of food soon. I hate to be rude, but would you mind if I borrow your key to the room for a moment? Oh, I can't let you have that, sir. Well, if you can get them to pay my rent, I'll think about it. If you give me the key first, I'll ask your supervisor to pay your rent. Your works. Who are you? Are you with the Academy of Fine Arts or a positive government business? I'm a member of the art mission from Paris. I am an agent of Paris government sent to Paris art exchange with this opera house. Heavens, you are a very deserved person. Here, you can just take this tea. I have a copy anyway. Thank you. Oh, I feel fuzzy about this, even when my parents are a full months late as well. I have nothing else to say, so you guys can just enjoy the one I'm reading. So you can just enjoy it. What a musical view! I love watching the sun as it slowly sunk beneath the western horizon. There's a cat there, so how come you didn't even, you made the consecutive, but there's a cat there that wasn't supposed to be here. Aaron? Aaron, are you here? For me, Aaron. Aaron. Ooh, wait, what's this? A grey magnificent support. Oh, hello. Aaron? You were alive. That's most significant. How long has it been? 15 years, probably? Has it really been that long? Feels like about a few months. Feels to me as if you went on a trip and have now returned. That looks on his face, I can tell he feels safe when he's with me. Looks like he's doing fine on his own now. Ah, can you guess how I realized that you're here? I knew you had to be alive when I saw the hollow pellets. I see you still as sharp as ever, friend. I asked a fireman walked by for a small favor because it didn't feel right to appear in front of you so suddenly. Did you have to read the letter in France, though? Oh, I've been practicing my very sense today, you see? So I wanted to show you my project. Ask about where he lives or ask how he has been doing. Well, I think he cares about him, so I guess we can just ask how he's doing. Have you been well, Eric? I have. I had a printing touch in this opera house. I've been borrowing the name of poor Miss Wren so I could lay the fountain myself. I better receive from asking what happened to Miss Wren. So are you in Paris right now? I suppose you could say that. Yes, I'm living in Paris. Will you mind if I pay you a visit at your home then? You cannot. I decided to keep my home covered from the world. What if you led them to my home? He must be living in hiding at the opera house, but I can preserve him. What is your home? I secretly built a house for myself when laying the fountain of the opera house my curious there. My house is looking on the lake. You still has kept it as ever, I see. But do not dream of ever visiting my home. The servant that guards the lake won't spare your life. Siren, you say, so have you learned how to turn monsters now too? No, but His Majesty was quite sure at turning monsters. He used to be fond of my work of art. He was ever so fond, so why did he catch me out so cruelly? Are you alright, Art? I'm fine. I'm alright. But please don't talk about His Majesty, my Derek. I can't bear hearing about him assembly from you. Talking about His Majesty seems to make him short of breath. That must be some issue with this. I better remember about this. It seems I must be careful when speaking of this topic. Do you miss pardon me, your time in Paris? Alright, you must stop tiring yourself. You are far away from His Majesty and the Palace of Miracle. I brought great joy to His Majesty. Sorry. He disturbed my face but was very fond of my talent and voice. I know you not like him, it's fine. If you are still my friend, please don't come to my house no matter what. Please, I beg you. I promise. Anyway, when will you start calling me by my proper name? Name? Your name? You couldn't have forgotten my proper name, could you? Absolutely not. How could I ever forget your name? But no, I can't say your name, not just yet. I am aware of the reason myself, my friend. You should leave. The workers will find you if you stay here much longer. Is it okay to come by the opera house to see you? Of course, just don't come near my home. That is the only thing I ask of you. As errand in building this opera house, there should be many secret passageways. One of them connected to Erik's lair. And yeah, we already went there, so. Christine knows about it, so. Kieran keeps that promise for a long time. Well, until Aiden dropped the Turner into the earth to teach the management a lesson in 1880, that is. My god. Oh. Aaron, I thought Britain's death was a warrant to leave you alone. But you have gone too far with this. Why are you trying to return to being the monster who drives so many people to their deaths? I cannot bear you evil dent any longer. The time has come for you to pay for your inner acts. So now, Abba had decided to break his palms and go to Eric's house. What's that? A piece of paper? Oh, you mean that paper? What's this letter? It doesn't say the symbol or the recipe. It seems like whoever left it here knew someone would find it. Oh, I might as well read it. Oh, no, okay. I think I've seen this handwriting before. You have you? This year began with in France. To word it many convert if you happen to find this letter, if you are hiding it to turn around and go back at once from where you came. Let us not share with each other's lives and end any chance of continuing between us quietly. Let's shut up. She complaining this is not a request but a warning. Whether you are still searching for me or simply happen to have stumbled across me, should you step beyond this line, you will surely regret your decision. Over the letter has a sentence written in font. Okay. As for you, my foolish friend, keep your promise. This letter was delivered for you. Erik, you knew better than anyone that I won't give up so easily. There must be a clue on how to get to Erik's house. The servant is trying to sermon and locate in the victims. On the ground leg, okay. So there really was a lake, as they said. These fine tools they tried to build their own barrels over so much groundwater. The way this boat is built so already tells me that Erik must have built it. What's that singing sound? Such beautiful singing. Is this the siren that Erik was talking about? I never seen this technology in part. Is there some kind of in somewhere that project the sound? I better go closer to the center of the sound. How curious, there's nothing but water here. Oh, oh my god. Whoa, what? Wait. Oh, I like it. Yay. I like their art. Look at that. I love their art so much. Look at that. That's cool. You did a really good job on it. Something is pulling me in. I must get out of here. Like, trying to. Wait, that is. Yeah, you're lucky that I wasn't too late. Are you alright, you foolish chicken? Why, you've been patient for so long. Why did you break your promise to me? If anyone seen you coming down here, my life beneath the opera house would be over. If I hadn't seen your face, you wouldn't have met your end at the serious hands like the other fools. Could it be? As about the Simon. What is this trick with the Simon? Oh, it's simple. When someone gets on the boat, it sends a signal to my house. When I hear the signal, I dived into the water. I also use this phone to sing and breathe underwater. Impressed, but that's not important right now. You mentioned something about the other fools who are there. I talk about all those idiots who tried to enter into my home. They all met their doom at the siren hands. Follow me, I'll explain the boat story to you. Okay. This was just a brain attached to the wall. I used the same sign I used on my prisoners before, but since this well is not a living thing. Erik, are those boasting about killing innocent people? Innocents they could have discovered in my house. They are pressure and harmless. Do you want me to live a quiet and middle life? If you want to live quiet, don't commit any more violent acts. Victim, did you really just said that? This is similar to praying they paid their just debt for trespassing. Were you planning to harm me as well? Without me, do you have not to the will to try and escape your past life? My friend, have you hurt your head? Why are you being this way so suddenly? For what is truly evil and what is sin? Don't you remember the things you did in Rawson days? That's all in the past now. Let's forget about it all. No, you're still the same man full crowd in fear of His Majesty. Wow. No, no, no. If you miss Mrs. R's personally so much, then return to Pearl at once. For his greatness is still alive and well. Your Majesty, please have mercy on me. I didn't expect him to write in such an inner matter, but I can't just stand back and let Aaron continue like this. Someone needs to push him to leave his life behind. Even though this may cause Aaron's pain, it must be done. Aaron has crossed a line. I must stop Aaron before it's too late. And if Aaron, I will cross that line as well, Aaron. You're the one who dropped the generator too, aren't you? That wasn't me, I swear. The generator was too old that it dropped on its own when the current got to it. Don't lie to me. Where are you going? Somewhere sleeping waiting for me at the opera house right now. It isn't my foolish friend. Please don't make me pay the fare for your sake. Wow. So that's why you said we couldn't go to the lake. I imagine him even more close than since that day. On the day of the full party, I realized that he was the Phantom of the Opera. I had a feel more pain to meet him in person after that day. I believe this occurrence wouldn't assist you. What were they about? It's a story about Christian and you and the dancers who helped me. Then you must have seen Christian go to Er's house volunteering. You must have also seen Er watching us while we're secretly pretend to be engaged. Er didn't say anything for a while after he finished his story. I think he did, so I don't know. Alright, so sup- next one, supervise. Okay, be right back, guys. Sorry. Back, sorry. That was the best I could do. Let's continue. Are you alright? Yes, I saw it all. I know everything. It was a few weeks after the Chenier accident. Eric's story went back to a few weeks after the train accident had happened. I can finally enter the opera house freely. Erin, I'm sure he wouldn't have stopped at just the chandelier. I should see what happened inside the opera house. I'd better ask the opera house staff, dancers, or the singers. Alright. That terrible accident. Okay, no. How about Jimmy? Excuse me, has anything else special happened since the accident? Oh my goodness. Hello, I'm Jimmy. I'm sorry to ask so suddenly, but could you please answer my question? Of course, I can answer your question all day. Do you happen to know what else happened at the opera house after the chandelier accident? Yes, I do. Don't tell anyone. Please do tell me, otherwise the cat might be in danger. No, my cats, no. You tell me it would help protect the cats from danger. Can you share what you know? I brought two more cats to the opera house yesterday, you see, and one of them looks like it got a must burn. Each these two type of cats must purr. Well, I'm afraid of cats myself, but did anything else more important happen? Oh, do you know who Christine is? Are you talking about Christine, the one who sang the lyric during the farewell party? Yes, that Christine. Christine, my friend. I'm worried because we haven't seen Christine since the accident. I don't know what to do. Could something have happened to Mrs. Dyer? In that case, where did she go? I should investigate further. Current comment Mrs. Dyer were adults. Find out about what happened in the opera house. Hello, sir. Is there something I can assist you with? As a matter of fact, there is one thing. Has something strange happened at the opera house since the chandelier accident? Well, there, Mrs. Dyer. Have you heard Mrs. Dyer sing before? Yes, I have. She's truly a remarkable singer. Do you know where she is at the moment? Even though I never paid to hear her sing. I am not sure of her otherwise, but this much I know. Mrs. Dye has taken into leave of absence. She didn't even do it in person. She had her friend Mrs. Gurn pass on the letter requesting her leave. Mrs. Gurn as in... Yes, Meg Gurn, a terrible dancer who danced like a cock in the field. Was there anything else pretty strange other than Mrs. Dye's leave of absence? Yes, Mrs. has fancied as Mrs. Dye doing performance, but there was nothing special other than that. I see. Thank you for letting me know. Meg Gray. She must be the daughter of Madam Gray who's managed Box 5. I should speak with her when I get the chance. I had better check out Mrs. Dye's dressing room first. I might be able to discover something. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's go. Mrs. Dye? I'm too late. She ran away without even looking back. I suppose I should just find Miss Gray and ask her about Mrs. Dye's leave of absence. Well, she left. Oh, there she is. Meg Gray. Are you Meg Gray? Yes, and may I ask who you are, sir? There's no need for you to know who I am. I've seen you hiding backstage a few times. You're the parent, aren't you? You can just call me Dirt. I'm in dire need of your help. What could be so innocent and why did you need help from me of all people? I heard you deliver Mrs. Dye's letter of request for leave of her behalf. Is that true? Yes, it's true. Christine asked me about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Then that's when that Chandelier accident happened. Mrs. Dye must be serving you a great deal. Oh, I hope so. What's that envelope you got there? It's a letter. It says, please deliver this to Christopher and Crew in Christine's handwriting. Give me that letter. I can't. Why are you making such statements so suddenly? We need to check the content of the letter first. What if Mrs. Dye didn't write that letter at all? The Queen is totally worried about Christine. I think he could be of help somehow. As for Christine, I think she wrote to Vatican for a reason. Have you appeared me so apparently or only to hush me, Mrs. Dirt? Why? I can't tell her it's because I'm feeling uneasy about her. I had better receive her money to the Phatom as well. Miss I is in danger right now. A monster lives in the basement of this opera house, and I think that monster might be threatening Mrs. Dye. What could it be? That monster is the Phantom of the Opera? Damn it, why is this young girl so quickly to catch on? That's not the case. It's something far greater and more terrifying than the Phantom of the Opera. Oh. And do not mention what I told you to anyone else. But speak forthful. Speak forthful. If you want to see Mrs. Dye, you better help me quietly. Understood. So what should I do? Keep an eye on Mrs. Dye. And you must inform me if Mrs. Dye does anything suspicious. So you want me to spy for her? It can't be helped. If she finds out what I'm doing, it could make things difficult for both of us. So what will it be? Alright, if it's for Christine's safety, I'll gladly assist it. But I'm still believing this letter to Cocoon. Suit yourself. From now, otherwise, I will request your help quickly, Phatom. Sure. 2 days went by after Herman Meg had said he hid in the opera house during those 2 days. But then the mass ball was taking place in the opera house. A mass ball, This is the perfect avenue for Erik to read about without attracting unwanted attention. Firstly, I was out since Erik might be hiding among the crowd. Should I go to the mask ball? I didn't even have a mask. Well, you don't need to. What a ridiculous game this is. A mask doesn't even change the person underneath. I don't see anyone who reserved Erik. Are they Christine and Cool? It's such a relief to see you again. Keep your voice down, please. What on earth did she have that friend to come here? Erik? What he doing here? It's just as I thought. Mary has been preparing Mrs. Dye to receive his ridiculous plans. Stop. What are you doing here? I'm here to stop you, whatever you are doing, without me knowing. So, Erin, what do you think you're doing? Can you tell I'm following those two? Leave Mrs. Diana alone. I cannot do that. I'm curious how you read if I brought him up here. You know you can't control how your mind reacts when I speak of him. It would be quite manipulative, right? Imagine the crowd gathering as they hear the silent scream his lungs out. You and do you realize the crowd will stop there? Don't you think they will try to unmask you and pose in your bare face? If you want to speak with me further, follow me to box 5. Alright then. Stop, Erik. Alright, let's go in. So I suppose you didn't mean to keep me trapped here forever. Yes, I have something to discuss with you, barely. First, I'll remove my mask since we are alone. I spoke of such curling and proving your worst temper, thinking you absolutely hate me. And still, you trust me enough that you would unmask yourself before me? And what am I? What about do I have in your eyes? Ooh, that much better. In any case, my nasty dirty friend. Why do you keep on trying to interfere with my life? I finally found a way to be happy. Is that so hushing those poor lovers? What do you mean lovers? For Christian love is standing right there. Aaron, haven't I told you not to commit an evil act? Why are you doing this to me? Do you want me to be happy in that case? How are you different from my parents? Listen to me, Aaron. This is all for your sake. Nobody has the right to become happy at the threat of other happiness. Ah, enough with such nonsense. Enough with your praying about what is evil and what is not. With Christine, I can be happy finally. Do you not see this happiness not evil in any way? What? I will never let Christine leave my side. No matter what. No matter how. So this is it. You let your predator ruin the better part of you? If you're going to be that way, I won't just sit back and watch either. So yourself, my foolish cherished friend. If you follow me, I cannot grant their safeties. How cruel and terrible. Am I powerless to stop Aaron? But if I just leave him be, Aaron will commit far worse imprisonment. Remember, Aaron, you're not the only one who could become the evil Aaron. While Ken camped out of the opera house for several days to look for Christine. As well all known, Christine was nowhere to be seen after Aaron took her away to his lair. Now that I age, it's become more difficult to stay up for several nights in a row. I better go back home. Yeah, you've been in this hot house like several days, so that's you should need rest. This is too far to walk from here in my clinical room. Excuse me, are you going to take the coach right now? Oh, I must have turned out to sleep for a moment, please, because I was so tired. Sorry about that. How about you get yourself some cold morning air to wake up, sir? I can wait a few minutes. Thank you. I have to get to Mother quickly. Are you going to take the carriage? I'll be there in a moment. I can't even begin to imagine what happened to that young lady. But only one answer if she hasn't been since in the opera house all this time. While she was missing, Mrs. Dyer must have been hidden captured in Eric's house. If Erik finds me, poor Mrs. Dyer or Phatom things could have purged, so from now on I should inform Mrs. Grant of this first. Since Madame Grant is under the protection of Erik, Mrs. Garrett should be safe. I am so exhausted I can hardly move. Oh well, I shall head to the opera house first thing in the morning. Indeed, for now, I should slumber. I slept through the entire day. Oh dear, look at the time. I should hurry back to the opera house. Mrs. Grant, where are you? Find out what? Okay, that's the same thing. Let's just go find her. She's probably in the stage right now. Mrs. Miller, I have something to discuss with you, Barry. Could you spare me a moment? Oh, Mr. Dyer, I have something to tell you as well. I went by Christine's house earlier because I was so worried about her, and I was told Christine stopped by dinner at her house before leaving again. That makes sense. Mrs. Dye appeared at the ball house and has disappeared since then. Even though my eyes were too tired to tell, I believe I saw Mrs. Dye. What? She seemed to be returning home on the carriage earlier in the morning. Are you sure about that, Mrs. Turk? Trust me, if you want to keep Mrs. Dye safe. Alright then, I should tell Perrin and Jimmy. You can't just tell anyone. If the monster even finds out that you or I have been watching Mrs. Dye, we could put Mrs. Dye and her mother's lives in danger. I suppose I feel about doing this to her. I'm sure she'll only continue to come with me if I present such a threat. Oh. May, what are you up to? What did that say to you? Do you know him? Come quickly, we decide to our strike lurch. We... Mr. Would it be alright if I share this information with the raccoon? Yeah, Ryan should know about this. That should be alright. Understood, though I can't trust you completely. I'll keep it a secret for Christine's sake. Are you sure that monster is the Phatom Lower Pro? I'm sure, so stop asking. Oh. Has he been watching me? So that's why Misery was able to tell me that she saw Christine. But even if you have vision help Christine, Erik wouldn't have done anything to you, would he? You saved his life several times. I'm not sure about that. At some point, I just couldn't pursue him anymore. Or you never meant to hold him back in the first place, didn't you? You didn't help Erin turn off the stage light, didn't you? Why don't you let me finish my story first? Alright, so that's fun. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we could stop right there. Like I did 2. We can just do 2 more on the next video. So I want to say, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you subscribe, leave a like to my channel. My next video will be Control and Kasoon. If I still have time to do this, I can do another one. Okay. So tomorrow I'll probably do 2 or 3. So like and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe to me. Bye.